Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing dropshipping stores from our subscribers, but with a bit of a twist. See, after my last store review, I had lots of people ask me if I would review their stores because they weren't making as many sales as they had hoped. Well, as I started to browse through these stores, I became quite concerned. Some of them were making sales, though not as many as they were hoping for, but frankly, they should be glad they weren't making them. Despite the fact that I have talked extensively on this channel before about how to protect yourself legally when dropshipping and selling online, these stores were absolute legal nightmares. They were just begging to be shut down, either from being sued or having their PayPal accounts or their Shopify payments account shut down and frozen for deceptive business practice. Who cares if you make lots of money if PayPal freezes your account? That is why in this video I am not going to be reviewing these stores for sales, conversions and branding, though of course if you guys watching this have any advice for them, be sure to leave it in the comment section below. Instead, I'm going to talk about what these stores need to do ASAP so that they don't get shut down. And quick disclaimer, I am not a lawyer, so this is not official legal advice. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, who is lucky victim number one? And it is Scoop's World Online. Thomas, congratulations on making 4 sales. However, as you're about to discover, I am very concerned about those sales. All right, let's switch over to my computer and we will take a look. Okay, so here we are on Scoop's World Online. So as you guys can see, Thomas is selling phone cases, phone accessories and headphones. And again, I'm not reviewing these stores for sales and conversions. You guys can leave Thomas your own advice in the comment section. Now, the moment that I stepped inside the store, I was thinking, oh no, phone cases are one of the most common items that engage in copyright and trademark infringement on AliExpress. And so, scrolling down, what do you think that I found? Yes, I found copyright infringement everywhere. Take a look at this phone cover featuring photos of Mike Tyson. Photos have copyrights too. This picture of Bob Marley, copyrighted. These phone cases have almost certainly been produced illegally. And let's take a look at these Marvel cases that you're selling, Thomas. These are all illegally made and sold. You need to get rid of these ASAP. See, my concern, Thomas, is that these are the items that you've been successfully selling. Selling popular copyrighted characters like Captain America is super easy. But why do you think it's easy? It's easy because Marvel and Disney have poured squillions of dollars into making them super popular. And they've done that so that they can make squillions of dollars back from selling their own merchandise. And they're not going to let you do that. Selling these phone cases is illegal and they are within their rights to sue you. And this is something that you all need to keep in mind because copyright and trademark infringement is rampant in China because over there, these laws are not enforced. Now, after I told you all of that, let me just confuse you for a second. Do you see this brand new Captain America action figure here? I could go ahead and list this in my own store right now and sell it legally. But wait, Sarah, you just said that you can't sell items that are copyrighted. How are you able to sell this? Well, it's because I went and bought it from a store. This store bought these figurines legally from the licensed accredited distributor who got them directly from the copyright holder's manufacturer. Because the store bought it legally from the distributor who acquired them legally from the copyright holder's manufacturer, it meant that it was legal for me to purchase this. And it's perfectly legal to resell items as long as you got them from a legal source. The problem with AliExpress suppliers, though, is they almost never had permission to actually use these copyrighted characters, and thus they did not produce them legally in the first place. And this also answers another question that I get a lot. Sarah, I want to sell this flamingo water bottle, but it has the name of the Chinese manufacturer, Transhome, on it. Is that legal? And the answer is yes. When the Chinese manufacturer Transhome went and made their own generic flamingo water bottle and then slapped their own name on it, they had every right to make it and every right to do so. Because they produced it legally, they have the legal right to sell it to you, which means that you then have the legal right to go on and resell it to customers. Hopefully I cleared that up. All right, so who is lucky victim number 2? And lucky victim number 2 is Doggo Trend by Heeman. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Heeman. All right, Heeman, so you joined the Dropship Club and you made sales, and that's awesome. But going through your store, I can see there's a lot from the course that you skipped, and this is potentially the worst thing that you skipped because you could lose everything from this mistake. All right, so let's switch over to your store. All right, so here we are at your store, Heeman, Doggo Trend. Scrolling down, I can't see any products with copyright infringements, which I'm relieved about. But hold on, what's this? What's this, Heeman? Something very important is missing from this footer. And so when I saw that it was missing, I thought, oh, it must be in the menu. But no, it's not in there either. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the refund policy page. The fact that I couldn't find it anywhere started to make me concerned that perhaps it didn't even exist. And so I went to Google and I did a search for it. And nope, seemingly you have no refund policy on your site. This needs to change. This is something that I've actually talked about a lot on this channel and inside the Dropship Club as well. I actually give our members inside there a refund policy template. I also recommend that you link to the refund policy page in the footer of your site. That way it will be on every single page and all customers have no excuse for not having read it. Now here is the thing, I don't actually think that a refund policy is a legal requirement, at least I don't think it's a legal requirement in the USA, but it's still very important for you as a merchant to have one. Think about this, a customer goes and orders a shirt from you, but it arrives and it's the wrong size, it's too small for them. And so they email you and they say, oh hey, I ordered a shirt from you, but I ended up selecting the wrong size. Can I please get a refund and get a new shirt? Now, not only is this a huge pain for you, but you will lose money if you follow through with this request. So of course you email back the customer and say, I'm sorry, we only do refunds for faulty items. But you see, this consumer is used to the ridiculously generous return policies that huge stores like Macy's offer, which, by the way, is not standard in the e-commerce world for small sellers. And so this lovely customer goes, wait, you didn't specify that. There's no policy on your site. How was I supposed to know that you wouldn't let me return a shirt if it didn't fit? Screw you, I'm going to PayPal. And so they go to PayPal and they open up a dispute. Now, I think there's a really good chance that you would win that dispute because the customer shouldn't just expect that they can return an item if they selected the wrong size. But the damage is still done. I once read a Facebook comment from a dropshipping Facebook group from someone who said, who cares if you give a customer a refund for an item that's out of stock? No one loses anything. No. PayPal and credit card companies watch your seller metrics. How many refunds do you get? How many disputes do you get? If you get too many, you risk getting kicked off and frozen. So Heeman, before you do anything, make it a priority to go and add this ASAP. All right then, so who is going to be lucky victim number 3? And lucky victim number 3 is Coco Sale from Alex. Okay Alex, let's go take a look and see how compliant your store really is. So here we are on Coco Sale. Again, I am not giving any conversions or sales advice. If anyone watching this has any, you can feel free to leave it in the comment section. So scrolling down the site, I couldn't see any immediate evidence of copyright infringement, which is good. And of course, you have a refund policy in the footer of your store, and that is good. But there is another major thing that I wanted to check for, and to do that, I came and opened up a product page and took a look. And you know what, Alex? You know what? It isn't here. It isn't here. You've taken the time to install the Beacoting app to add scarcity to your store, but you haven't taken the time to add a shipping time disclaimer. Nowhere on this product description is there any disclaimer. The fact that you prioritize adding a countdown timer versus setting expectations for your customers is extremely troubling. Let's be honest, long shipping times are one of the downsides of dropshipping. The 10 to 20 days that a customer needs to wait for e-packet shipping, while it's usually on the lower end of that scale, is still a lot. Now, the reason why most people are concerned about it is because they're afraid of it impacting their conversions and their sales, so they try to hide it from the customer. But that's not going to work. After having a week of not receiving your item, the customer is going to email you and say, hey, I don't have my item, what's up? And when you go, oh, shipping times are 2 to 3 weeks, just be patient. They're not going to be patient. They're going to go and file a dispute with PayPal for you not telling them. And you know what? Not warning the customer about abnormally long shipping times is shady practice. And PayPal is understandably not going to be very impressed. So don't be shady. Will having longer shipping times than normal impact your sales and conversions? Yes, but not as much as you might think. The real concern here is about the follow-up customer support that you need to do if the customer doesn't understand it properly before they order from you. So make sure that you are very upfront with them. Tell them it will take 2 to 3 weeks, or to be on the safe side, tell them it will take 2 to 4 weeks. You should be putting the disclaimer very clearly on your product page, and I recommend that you bold this to make sure that the potential customer sees it. And then I recommend that you go ahead and you put the disclaimer in your confirmation email telling the customer that the shipping is going to take 2 to 4 weeks and to please be patient. So thank you very much to everyone that submitted their store. I hope Thomas, Heeman and Alex that you were not too offended by my very blunt advice and that you go and you make those changes ASAP. And thank you very much to everyone who watched this. If you would like even more honest advice about aspects of dropshipping and selling online that are very important to know but rarely talked about, then be sure to subscribe to Wholesale Ted and click that little notification bell next to it so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. And as you may remember from earlier in this video, here at Wholesale Ted, we have a premium step-by-step training course called the Dropship Club. It takes you through the process of setting up a dropshipping store from start to finish, and it's perfect for beginners. If you'd like to join it, simply click on the link in the video description below. And before you run off, I've got even more free training for you. Here at Wholesale Ted, we also have a free ebook that teaches you the 6 steps that 6-figure dropshipping stores follow to make over $10,000 every month. To get that ebook for yourself, simply click on the link that's also in the video description below.